Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fire Trail. Today I want to discuss credit cards, the use of credit cards on your journey to financial independence. My name is Xiao Yu and I retired at 37 from my corporate finance job, and now I love making YouTube videos discussing finance topics and helping people reach financial independence and retire early. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to state that I have no issues with individuals using credit cards. So as long as they have already the cash to pay off the balance, meaning if there is an item that costs, let's say $100, I want to make sure that if you spend your user credit card on the $100 purchase, that already in your checking account that you have $100 designated for this $100 purchase, right? And a lot of people do that, and that's great. I use a credit card. I actually have 2 credit cards, that's it, only 2. I don't open, 4 or 5 credit cards a year and all that stuff. So people have asked me, can they have a credit card on their financial journey, to freedom, right? If they wanna retire early, can they use credit card? And the answer is, absolutely you can. There's nothing wrong with a credit card. There are people who leverage credit cards for travel hacks or for points, for cashback rewards. I think those are great. I have one. I have a Chase credit card that I earn between 1 to 5% depending on the category each month. And every year I get back around $300. So sure, that makes sense, but I'm not actively like some people are actively chasing points. I know people who go on extravagant traveling trips, flights, free flights, free hotels because they put thousands and thousands of dollars on their credit cards and they get these sign up promotion points that translate to a free flight and all stuff. And I have nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just as long as you have the cash already to um, to pay off that balance, meaning at the end of the month, you are not carrying an outstanding balance that will incur interest payments. Now, with that said, there are some warnings I want to share with individuals because I think a lot of people can get caught up in the credit card game or what I call the credit card hustle, trying to get these points. One is that make sure that when you're trying to chase these points, let's say a lot of times they say if you spend $6,000 within the first 3 months, you get a free flight or a free hotel, that you're not buying things that you normally would not have in order to fulfill the $6,000 uh, promotion, right, requirement. Because, mathematically, that doesn't make sense. If there's something that, let's say, costs 100 or $200, and you're borderline thinking, do I really need it? And you say, well, hey, if I buy this $200 item, I will add to my requirement to get the $6,000 payment purchase requirement to get that free hotel. Well, if you think about it, couldn't you really have spent that $200 on getting a hotel room yourself? I know there's a lot of high quality hotel rooms that you can get, and for one night, $200 more than enough. Or there are some flights, or a one-way flight, you probably could go somewhere for $200. So what I'm saying is you want to make sure you're not buying things that you normally would not have just to get points. Okay. And second, be very careful that you understand the requirements for these credit card promotions. If you are churning credit cards, meaning you're opening credit cards just for the promotion points, and once you've fulfilled it, you leave that credit card alone, or you even close that credit card, that you want to be careful that you qualify for these credit card promotions. There are times where people think that if they spend $6,000 that they qualify for this free flight or free hotel, and after they spend this $6,000, they become aware that no, they do not qualify for this promotion because last year or 2 years ago, they had opened a similar card, within the same bank that disqualifies them, meaning that they like, once you have this type of promotion with this bank, you no longer qualify for it. So read the fine print, make sure what you're signing up for, you actually qualify, especially if you are churning and chasing these credit card promos. And finally, the last thing, please make sure you have the cash already for these credit card payments. Okay, how I see people getting themselves in trouble is this. Let's say they in their mind that they work a full-time job and their income is guaranteed to bring in, let's say, $5,000, and after all their bills, rent, utilities and groceries and all that stuff, they say like, "Oh yeah, I usually have about $500 left over, and if $500 times 12 months at $6,000 I save in my checking account." Okay, yeah, that $6,000 is what you will theoretically have by December after the 12-month is over. But realistically, you're only having $500 each month, right? So do not go open up a credit card that says, "Hey, I need to spend $6,000," and say, "You know what? There's this luxury item, or there's this big purchase, or a couch, or furniture, or a new computer, whatever, and I'll just, it's $3,000. Hey, I'm halfway there." And they swipe the credit card, $3,000, swipe the credit card again for furniture that they say they need, and that's another 3,000. So there you go. In 1 month, they spent $6,000, but they don't have $6,000 right now. They have $6,000 12 months later, right? And even if the credit card says 0% financing for the first 12 months, then you say, "Hey, I'm not incurring any interest payments." You're right, you're not incurring any interest payments right now, but here is the problem. You are assuming that life will go according to your plan, that every month your budget will allow you to have $500 saved each month to get you to $6,000 in 12 months. But life rarely works that way. You might have an emergency that comes up, a medical bill. You might have a flat tire. Something may have gone wrong in your home and you need to replace an appliance. You might have to spend that $500 on these types of emergencies. So you might not actually end up with $6,000 to pay off the $6,000 purchase that you were counting on paying in 12 months. Or how about this worst case scenario? You lose your job. This is a realistic example in the environment we are in right now. People are being laid off left and right. I see it all the time on the news, on my LinkedIn profile, people saying their company just let them go, even though they just started their job 6 months ago. So please do not do the credit card game if you do not have the cash already set aside to pay for those purchases. Okay. Again, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you find this video helpful and beneficial to your financial journey, please like and subscribe so you can get notification on my latest videos. Again, this is Xiao Yu, and I wish you the best on your financial journey. Take care, everyone.